Exactly 3 months since the deadly ride accident at the Ohio State Fair. Tonight, we are learning more about the inspection process for those rides. Thank you for joining us at 5. I'm Ellie Merritt.
I'm Mark Taylor. What we found out tonight may surprise you. The Fireball ride broke apart on the first day of the fair back on July 26, killing one teenager and injuring 7 other people. One of the 6 rows of seats broke off and crashed to the ground. The manufacturer of the ride, KMG, blamed the incident on excessive corrosion. The Ohio State Highway Patrol investigated, interviewing more than 80 witnesses, and the prosecutor decided no charges will be filed. Well, the Ohio Ride Safety Advisory Council met today for the second time since that accident.
The council exists to provide advice and recommendations on amusement ride safety, but today the council was on the receiving end of some advice from those in the industry.
NBC4's Ted Hart live where that meeting was held tonight in Reynoldsburg. And
Ted, that meeting got pretty heated.
Well, it did, with civil litigation hanging over the fatality from the Ohio State Fair. Discussion of the Fireball accident was off limits today, but it was the elephant in the room, and it was a meeting that got a bit raucous at times. This was the second meeting of the Advisory Council since the State Fair fatality, and for the second time, the council declined to talk about it. But other amusement ride owners gave the council an earful.
The board is so ridiculously slow, it's unacceptable.
Even a board member complained about the plodding nature of the way the board does business.
I mean, come on, guys, we got to speed the process up because all it's doing is fueling the fire. The wounds keep opening up further and further.
One owner said this was a rough summer after what happened at the State Fair, and the frustration spilled out at the meeting, with Eric Bates of Bates Brothers Amusements saying the state's chief ride inspector has failed to keep up with ride safety bulletins.
I know you don't want to talk about it because you don't want to get it out in the news.
Bates persisted despite attempts by the chairman to shut him down.
This man is doing an incompetent job. He's not providing the paperwork necessary. Had we had it, the incident at the Ohio State Fair would have been less likely to happen.
And brother Gary Bates said state inspectors are falling behind in a rapidly changing business.
It changes. Time changes, equipment changes, sophistication levels of these rides change, whether it's parks or whether it's portable. And trying to keep up with this requires immediate attention.
So these were amusement ride owners themselves suggesting that state inspectors might not be up to speed or might be underqualified. And our Katie Farrell has been digging into the whole qualifications issue and the state inspection program, and she has much, much more on this issue. Katie?
That's right, Ted. For weeks, I've asked to speak with someone on camera from the Department of Agriculture about Ohio's ride inspection program and have been told no. I asked again today and got the same answer. We wanted to know about exactly what it takes to be an Ohio ride inspector. What are the requirements, the training, the certifications? At least 7 inspectors and ride operators looked at the Fireball before it broke apart in the air, and we wanted to know how everyone could have missed that deadly problem. I have combed through more than 100 pages of documents and spoken with several industry experts, plus lawmakers. One of the industry experts is a longtime inspector, Ken Martin, out of Virginia. He says something with Ohio's ride program needs to change.
Recently, the state of Ohio has had several incidents that are of concern to me. They should be of concern to the state of Ohio and the people who live in Ohio.
And I just got off the phone with Ohio Department of Agriculture Communications Director Mark Bruce. I've learned that after asking many times about if Ohio has written training requirements, the department is now making some changes. We will tell you what those changes are and what we learned. It's a lot tonight at 6. Mark, Ellie?
I know a lot of us 3 months later still have a lot of questions about what exactly went wrong here. Katie, thank you. We look forward to that report.
Thanks, Katie. And you can read more about the accident and the investigative reports online. It's all on our website, NBC4i.com.